We're good. All right, guys. So yesterday we tried doing this staying in the moment thing yesterday morning with the sunrise. It was beautiful. We had a really great morning. The sun was coming up. The geese were honking. The ducks were quacking. It was just a beautiful morning. But we're going to try this again. Now, we did get the sound clip out on It's Just Sad Live, the podcast. We were able to get that going. Today we're not recording that. Today's just a little bit more you and I, us, the whole gang. But I just want you to take a second and check this out. Just enjoy this moment with me. Enjoy the peace, the quiet. I don't know if you can. I don't think it's picking up the sound of the water. I think the mic is a little bit off for that. We will. I wish you could catch it though. Maybe we can go down there a little bit later, take a field trip. Looks like I got some guests coming in. I'm not sure who it is. I can't see. I'm not me or moderating from any other formats right now. So we're just going to kind of fly right now. Hopefully I'm able to see the comments as they come in. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. So if anybody doesn't know, I've actually started doing things a little bit more professional here. I'm running off, not a script, just some points that I can ponder that help me remember what I want to say. So we're going to read some stuff here. I'll be commenting as I go. Hopefully we can get some audience interaction. I do love it when you comment in. I enjoy having that rhetoric. That back and forth. It's a lot of fun. I'd like to bring a guest on today. Hopefully we can do that. I don't know if I'll be able to hear with the sound. I don't have a set of headphones, but we're going to try and do this today. Hopefully we can make it happen. So today, staying in the moment, the importance of being present. All right. So in today's fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life. We often find ourselves worrying about the future, dwelling on the past. That's a big thing for me, dwelling on the past. Not so much these days, but it still rears its ugly head. Instead of living in the present moment. However, research has shown that being present and mindful can have numerous benefits for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. In this show, we'll be exploring why staying in the moment is so important and provide tips on how you can practice mindfulness in your daily life. All right? Sorry, I'm watching Mav right now. He's sleeping about 20 feet from me right now, so we're keeping good eyes on him. So, why staying in the moment matters so much. I wish I had some guests in right now because I'd like to ask the crowd here what it means to them to stay in the moment. So if you want to go ahead, I know you're going to be watching this later, go ahead and comment in what it means to stay in the moment, why it's so important for you to stay in the moment. So a lot of the problems we have, that I'm always worrying about, that I'm always, let's say, tripping about, is what happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow. Both things that are out of my control. But I worry about them, especially when it comes to planning. Especially when it comes to working out what's happening in the future. But again, these are things we can't control. The outcome, the way that it's going to happen, is out of our control, right? So what good? It's like throwing a tantrum. It's like this thing I'm trying to teach my kids right now, that throwing a tantrum and crying about something, although it's good to cry, it's okay to cry, the tantrum that comes along with it will do no good in the situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to help it. It's actually going to hinder the process. And raising kids is proof positive that throwing tantrums is detrimental to the situation. Right? Right? You get it. So, one of the benefits of staying in the moment is it reduces stress and anxiety. When we are constantly thinking about the future, dwelling in the past, we can create unnecessary stress and anxiety. By staying present, we can cultivate a sense of calm and reduce stress levels. And again, that goes without saying, right? It improves relationships. Ooh. Anybody have this thing? Listen to this. Anybody have this thing when you're out to dinner with your spouse, right? Now, if anybody remembers before cell phones, before we had social media, when it was just you and I remember like first date sitting there talking. Even my first date with my wife, we sat there just talking for like 6 hours. You know what I mean? There was no phone involved. There was no way to get on social media to bide the time. But you notice that when you are in front of somebody, you're still checking your phone. I am. My daughters a lot will play and we'll have these little games we play. And they'll tell me, Dad, no cell phones. Dad, no cell phones right now. Don't check your cell phone. You know what that tells me? that tells me I'm checking my phone too much. Now, there's some interesting things. There's some ways to track that, by the way. Your phone, well, actually, in your screen time app, will tell you, good morning, Donna, how are you? Thanks for coming. Your phone will actually track how much screen time you take every week. And at the end of the week, it'll give you a breakdown of how much you were up from the last week or down from the last week, what days, what apps you use the most, all that fun stuff. I use that. Actually, I even use that for my yelling. There's an app I use for yelling too. All right? So I urge you to use that app. It's good to see you, Donna. I'm having a hard time seeing the comments there, but I'm going to try hard on this one. So use your phone. It actually tracks your screen time, because that is one of the biggest thieves of our time is our phones. We have the world at our fingertips. The entire world. You want to know something. You want to keep up on somebody. You want to keep in touch with somebody. We're going to use our phones to do it. But unfortunately, that phone takes away from what we have at hand. And I know this is kind of like a double-edged sword, because, I'm sitting here, you're on your phone watching me. I'm not telling you to log off, but do measure your time. Everything is good in moderation, especially our phones. All right? So, improving relationships. It enhances creativity. All right? Being present allows us to tap into our creative potential and generate new ideas. That's a good one. Increases productivity. When we're fully engaged in the present moment, we can focus on the task at hand and be more productive. Donna, do you ever have an instance where you want to be more in the moment and you find yourself just heading to your phone? You like that? Isn't that nice? Let's take a look at that. I'm going to step away. So peaceful out here. The girls and I came down this morning. Well, Maverick, Abigail, and I came down this morning. We were just chilling. It was great. I got some good video of it today. I'm going to share that later on. It's just this is our quiet place. This is our happy place we go to. I'm going to let you look at that real quick, okay? I'll be right back. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, yeah, Donna, what I was asking is there any time that you find, maybe you go out to dinner with the kids, that you notice that maybe you're on your phone a little bit more than normal? Perhaps I do it a lot when my anxiety's high. When I have anxiety, I use my phone as a buffer. What's up, Benjamin? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Ben, great friend of mine from back in Bradford, done a lot of great things, dude. I love watching your story, dude. Love watching it. All right, so we've got some reasons why staying in the moment is so important. We've got some great reasons. Now let's get into some tips. Let's get into the bread and butter of this, about how staying in the moment and what we can do to stay there versus future tripping or being stuck in the past. Now, if I set up a poll, I can't see it. I don't know. This is the first time I've done a poll. But go ahead and check that out. Weigh in on that. Do you find that you are a future tripper or you're stuck in yesterday? Both things we can't control, but we do worry about them. All right. So one thing we can do to stay in the moment, we can practice mindful breathing. I do this with my daughters. They are 5 years old. They know how and when to use their breathing exercises. It's a great thing. They know when to do it, because we started doing it from Hulk on Spidey and Friends. All right, I mentioned that yesterday. All right, so what Hulk does is he takes a big deep breath when he gets angry, because Hulk doesn't like Rhino. So Hulk takes a big deep breath, and then Hulk counts to 5. And by the end of the 5, Hulk's calm, right? So one of the easiest ways to stay present is to focus on your breath. Take a few deep breaths, and then simply observe your breath as it goes in and out. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breath. This is very important. So any of these steps is going to take a lot of self-awareness, a lot of concentration on what's going on with our bodies right now. All right? Not worrying about, what's happening tomorrow, where we got to go this afternoon to pick the kids up. None of that stuff, okay? This is all concentrated on what's happening right in the moment. All right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That's important. Engage your senses. Take a moment to really look at something. Listen to the sounds around you or savor the taste of your food. By fully engaging your senses, you can bring yourself into the present moment as well. This is a great one. This is something I do all the time. I do it all the time. Let's bring it up, and I can only do it in the moment. We're going to bring it up to get it. I always do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, grounding. This is a great one. So, the way I engage my senses is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding exercise. I go through and I say it out loud. I don't just think of it. All right? We're going to do 5 things I can see, 4 things I can touch, 3 things I can hear, 2 things I can smell, and 1 thing I can taste, which is usually coffee. All right? Those are the 5 points of our senses that engage us back into the moment. That's my go-to. All right? If I can't get it done with breathing exercises, I go to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. All right? That engages all my senses, and I'm very tactile. When I'm touching things, I'm like the edges of tables. I'm grabbing my chair. You know what I mean? I'm feeling my hair. Feeling what that feels like. You know what I mean? That's a very good one. So keep that in mind. If you look back at our previous posts, I have shared that picture of the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. It's on It's Just Sad Live, the group. Go ahead and check that out. Maybe later on today I'll go ahead and share that again, or it'll be in the comments later as well. All right? Another trick is to take breaks. Breaks are so important for you time. For the time we need to rebuild. Self-care. All right? It's important to take breaks throughout the day to check in with yourself and stay present. Set a timer for a few minutes to use that time to do something that brings you joy, such as reading a book or taking a walk. Taking a walk, that's a great one. Getting out into nature. All right? Getting out and just being outside. Smelling the fresh air, listening to the sounds, maybe the cars passing by. Just stay in that moment. Embrace it. Savor it. That's the most important part. And finally, we're going to practice gratitude. This is a hard one for us to grasp. This is probably the hardest exercise that we can do. I keep a small journal in my phone of the things I'm grateful for. Yes, Donna, gratitude is my favorite. Like, honestly, especially the people that I'm thankful for in my life, I do take the time to thank them. I let them know that I'm grateful for them, my children, my wife. That's a good exercise so that people know, because it feels good for me to know that if someone was grateful for me, that they would tell me. I try to extend that same thing back to other people. All right? In conclusion, staying in the moment is an important practice that can have numerous benefits for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. By practicing mindfulness and being present, we can reduce stress, improve relationships, enhance creativity, and increase productivity. So take a deep breath, engage your senses, and enjoy the present moment. Wow. A lot there, huh? There's a lot to staying in the moment. There's a lot of benefit to staying in the moment. All right? Because in the grand scheme of things, this moment is all that's guaranteed to us. Because the reality is I could walk away from this right now. I can walk away from this camera and a car could come screaming down the road and plow me over. And that's it. And my time here is expired. I try, because I practice progress and not perfection, to spend as much time in the moment as possible. To enjoy it, to be grateful for it, and to also show that to my children. That they're not worried about the next big thing, or what's going to happen next, or where we can go, or what we can do, or what we can buy, because this is all just stuff in our lives, right? Just stuff in our lives. What's important is what's here right now, the people around us, the family we have, and the community we are building. Those are the important things to us. That's what matters. Because I don't know what's after this. But I know that whenever I get to wherever that is, I want to look back and know that I did my best and can say I did my best to stay in the present moment and live it to the fullest. That's my hope. That's my goal. All right? Thanks, Donna. Thank you so much. So I'm going to take a minute, step back here, let you guys enjoy this a little bit. Kind of get out of the way, step off to the side here. I hope you can appreciate that. This is actually the Potomac River. So we are not on the open water right now. So just a peaceful place to go. We got a dock out here we can walk out to. There's a little beach down there. The kids named the beach Abby and Bella Beach. I'm sure there's a special name for it, but that's what our kids named it. So thank you, everybody that took the time today to stop by. Donna, Benjamin, that's all I saw. I don't know if there's other viewers in the room or not, but I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you listening to the message I had to send today. All right, and giving me the second chance to do it from yesterday's little crash debacle. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope it's what you want it to be. You know, if you want to have an offset bad day, that's up to you. If that's what you want, happy for you. If you want to have the best day that you've ever had, I hope you have that. All right? So you all have a great day. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and do keep your eyes open for a lot of good stuff coming out. We've got some good stuff. We're rolling out the website this week. I've already started it. It is www.itsjustsad.live. It's in construction right now, so do bear with me. I think the only access is the first page in the blog. I launched a blog the other day. Check that out. Again, that's itsjustsad, SAHD.live. All right, check that out. All right, let me know what you think of that blog. It's a little confusing right now. If you have any suggestions, feel free to reach out to me. Also, share this group with your friends. Share the group. All right, build the community with me. This is going great places. Okay, so hey, you guys have a great day. Thanks again, Donna, for coming in and the back and forth. I love that. It's great. This wouldn't be a good show without the people that interact with it. So have a great day, guys. Bye now.